and he is always constantly, that's always there in his heart, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing to have your vision, what God has given to you. But even better than that, it is good to put your vision down, per se, and to help somebody else in their vision. Because, you know, when you do that, then God has got someone else to help you with your vision. And that's what it's all about. It's us helping each other, helping each other get and to reach our potential in the Lord. And that's a good thing. And I see you know, you're a hands-on kind of person. One thing that I notice about you that it is such an admirable trait is that you don't let nothing bother you. Nothing. I mean, you are truly like a duck that lets the water just fall off its back. Where'd that come from?
You know, after going through, you know, growing up in Columbia, coming here, dealing with new things and going through stuff with a new family, and you know, we went through some really, really tough times, and holding on to it is just gonna, you know, make it worse.
Did you see yourself holding on to?
Some things, you know, I had to just let go, because walking around with it, they say if you're holding on to your past, you can't see your future. You know, because it's always right behind you. Hey, how you doing? I'm still here. But if you let it go, you can, you know, focus on your present and your future. But so I just decided, you know, I don't have time. I'm trying to graduate college. I'm trying to, you know, get on my feet and, you know, just become a young woman of God. But I can't do that looking back. It's like trying to run, but you're looking back.
You're right. You're right. You know, you've got a lot of wisdom to be as young as you are. A lot of wisdom. And that's a good thing, because that will take you further than even your knowledge will, you know, because you can have a lot of knowledge about different things, but if you don't have the wisdom to know how to handle that knowledge, you're still, as I say, like up a creek without a paddle. So you got to know what to do while you're in the, you know, up on that creek. You got to have a paddle, because if you don't, you're gonna be sitting still. So I just want to just really applaud you on what you're doing right now. Now tell me this, Amber, if there was anything that you could change about yourself, is there anything that you would say that you would change?
Anything that I would change?
Anything that you, maybe just something that you, about yourself or about anything. Is there anything that you would change if you could?
I wouldn't, not personality wise, change anything. I'm satisfied with you know, who I am and, you know, what I'm doing. I just, you know, listen to your parents. You know what they're talking about, you know, because I thought, oh, you know, I'm 18. You know. So what happened to you at 18? Did you 18,
think freedom, total freedom?
Thought I was grown and I could do, you know, what Amber wanted to do, you know, and in doing that, Amber, you know, messed up some things. And so, you know, Mama was like, well, I've been through this, you don't need to go through that. You don't know. But Mama knew.
And Mama always knows. She always knows. And you know what I noticed, and I will share this too. I noticed right after you graduated from high school, and you went to DC or Maryland, and you were there for what? 6 weeks? A long time.
I was there.
And you came back and you had changed. But I'm not for sure that I really liked that change when you came back. Just being honest. So what happened in the midst of all that? What was going on?
Being away from church. When I was in Columbia, I also had family in Baltimore, and when they stay, it's not the best of places. You know, it's called, I think, Woodland Mills or something like. But it's in the Baltimore area, and we did not go to church every Sunday. I wasn't getting the word like I needed to. So you feel from saying that you believe that being in church and not being in church it definitely affects you one way or the other? Total change. If you know, you're constantly studying all the time. You know, I'm studying, and then you stop. You're not going to know your material. You know, you're not going to know what you need to know to get the grade or pass the test. And I think that's what I went through. You know, I didn't have because it says men should not live by bread alone, like you were preaching on, you know, Sunday. So you need the word, you know, but I was not getting.
Okay.
Was not getting.
Okay, so that's what happened, because I knew that. I said, Amber's come back, and she's not quite the same Amber that she was when she left. So, you know, but you know what? You quickly got, you were restored. And I don't think that I ever had a conversation with you. Maybe somebody did. I didn't. But I just saw you. You were restored. You came back. You got to be that same Amber, you know, that I've always known and loved. And that's so good to know that here's a young person like yourself already knowing that you can make choices, you know, to do good or to not to do good. And those bad choices will take you where you don't really want to be. And then, of course, your good choices will take you where you aspire to be. And that's what I see happening within you right now, is that you are making choices. You're being consistent. Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel sometimes that you're being passed over, or that you're not getting maybe what you would like to get? Do you think sometimes maybe you're just not really experiencing life in its fullest fashion?
I'd probably say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go, maybe by the end of that night, Amber is, you know, chilling at the house. where you've just said, no, thank you.
Right. That's so awesome. That's so awesome, because Amber, I was not like that. I was a wild buck. And I think I've shared this numerous times, you know, with the church and to different ones. And I only give praise to God because it was His grace, you know, that delivered me and brought me back to my intended state. And now, you know, I can use that particular testimony to let other people know, hey, I've been there. I've been down that road, and that is just not for, that's just not for you. That's because it certainly wasn't for me. So I just appreciate your testimony, you know, what you've been through. I pray that you will definitely reach your potential in the Lord. Truly been a blessing to have you on the show.
It's been an honor to be here.
Well, praise God. Praise God. And I just look for bigger and better things coming out of you in the very near future. So love you. Thanks again. And we'll say goodbye for now. And we'll see you next week on Glorious. Bye-bye.